Okay, it's going. So here we are, and finally, after months away, I finally started playing backgammon again. And a couple of games have been against Ian. Ian, it's time to play again now. How are you doing?
Doing all right. Let's see if I can get your grid points.
Yeah, I mean, if we play enough, you're definitely due for quite an upswing.
Okay, so am I giving commentary as I'm playing, or
Yeah, I mean, I think we,
yeah?
we should just talk through it. Hopefully,
Okay, yeah. So this is good because 6-4. That's like probably my best number right there, aside from 6-1.
yeah, and that's actually normally six deuce in the bar, but I'm happy to just make this bar point. Yeah, six deuce. I
Okay,
mean, any killer that early in that spot was good. I'm
okay.
sure
So
plenty of
let's
people
keep.
watching this are going to have absolutely no idea what's going on, but hopefully it's
Yeah,
roughly
they.
like he's going around, he's playing the white pieces, he's going around this way, I'm playing blue, and I'm coming around this way. And if a guy's by itself, then the other person can hit it and send it back up to the bar, and it has to start all the way over.
Right. I think probably some people watching this will probably think that backgammon and chess are the same thing. So
Yeah, well, you do. I mean, I'm sure plenty of people had those like combo pack boards that you would get where you would get like chess, checkers, and backgammon all like on the same shitty cardboard game board. I don't know
yeah,
which
every
five to
time.
play. I could play like this guy just down from 8, 13-8, or I could come up, but I kind of like having that pressure on you in the back there. Uh
I think I would play down here.
yeah.
I'm sure I shouldn't tell you that, but I would.
Yeah, we probably wait. I'm gonna go with your move. Um, wait until after the other person moves to
Yeah.
give the advice because I don't want to be like withholding advice or vice versa. And
Or maybe I'm leveling you and just giving
yeah,
you bad advice.
true, true.
Okay, so 6-5 here. It's just gonna be a run.
Yeah, you're just trying to get to safety. 5-3 is not a hit, so I'm just gonna make the point in my home board.
Pretty big miss. At this point, cube is very tempting. However, I think it's a little bit too early for
Yeah, I don't
that.
know how tempting it is at this point. Oh wow, that's not a great roll
Yeah.
for you.
No, it's really not. I have to leave the shot again. I can still make the 5, and I'm probably just gonna slide this over.
Yeah.
There's 2-5, 1-6, any two. So take your numbers there, and hopefully you just miss.
Yeah, anyone watching this who seems like they might be interested in backgammon, your 5 point is about as valuable as anything can get on the board as far as a point you don't start with. Making your 5 point is rarely a bad idea. Uh,
And that's a miss. That's actually really great now
yeah, it's a miss. And now do I
for
just
me.
play to safety? I'm down a little in the race, but there's still time. Uh, yeah, I mean, there's still plenty of contact left.
Okay, so let's see. It's not ahead in the race enough to do anything, and
Yeah, I'm snap
if
taking
you
the
have
cube.
like basically 1.5 men back, because a really good tip I was told is that having a guy on the bar point is like having half a man back. So you're really not in a bad spot as far as that goes.
Oh, on your opponent's bar, like if your opponent has
Yep,
guys, yeah,
yep. It's
gotcha.
basically like having half a man back.
Okay. I don't know if I want to make the home board point or run. I kind of want to leave some killers back there. Yeah, let's make it. Let's make the home board point.
So let's see, 4-1.
I'm hoping there's still some contact left. I mean, 6-4 is not a bad roll. I'm only down 9 points. All right, let's make another good home board point. Let's make it really hard for him to leave any shots for us. Okay. A good look. I probably would have played another one of those threes down from the midpoint.
There's consideration, but I don't want to strip it.
Yeah, fair. I'm just going to slot the 5. My own 5.
Okay. 4, 2. This is a robust play. You don't really need the landing pad, I
That's
don't think.
fine. Yeah, I think that's pretty standard. I'm just going to bump
And so I'll
him.
clear the point when I can. Okay.
I would
Now
have,
my board actually looks pretty good.
yeah, 4-3. Pretty straightforward.
Okay. That does nothing.
I
Is
would
enough?
love to hit just double 5s, double 4s right now. 62. Uh, I don't want to get hit. I don't think it's worth getting sent back.
Okay.
I think it's a close enough race. I'm only down 1 pip.
Is a very close race. Now it's getting a little bit scary for me. Although I'm really glad. Oh, okay. Let's see. How's this play?
I'm wondering if I even want to move it, but I think I do want to bump it, and then I can't bump it again because I'm blocked, but I do like having pressure on both those points. But I think I maintain enough pressure anyway in the race. I mean, I'll take the lead in the race after this, so
Hmm?
I'll take that and do 2 crossovers.
Yeah, I think that's the correct play for
I
sure.
think that's probably pretty good. I don't think it's gonna be
Let's
wrong by much. If it is wrong,
let's see. I think at this point I want to just get my board going because if I get another look, which it's possible with certain sixes, depending on how you play this.
yeah. I mean,
It's,
I don't think I want to bring him. I don't want to. I
no,
want to
you
save a
definitely don't.
6. I want to just do that. I think
Playing board, good play
I don't want to
there.
roll a 6-1 or
Right,
6-2 and be
six,
forced to.
five, we'll do that. Leave a six.
Yeah, for people unfamiliar with the game, there is no passing in backgammon. You can't decide not to play a roll. And I think I'm just going to take the race. I think that's a good enough number. I think
Yep.
we'll just do it. No more
So they,
contact. Race time.
the line is that if you're on roll and you're 4 pips behind, it's a dead even race. So this is about as close to a coin flip as we're gonna get.
Right. The average roll is 8 1/4 pips or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
8 1/3, I think.
Okay. I feel like there's a slightly. I think I'm gonna go for that.
Yeah, can't complain about that number.
No, I sure can't. And now I could potentially start thinking about cubing here. Whoops. Let's just clear it. Yeah. I'm not going to unless you roll particularly bad.
Let's see. Okay.
No, I will not be cubing. Oh, I have auto bear off on. It looks like I rolled 66, and now I
Yes.
believe that will be a double. I don't see why I wouldn't. I don't see a real
And,
reason.
and I would say that you did. I would be willing to bet that not doubling after the before the 6-6 was a mistake. I think you
I
did
should
get
have.
2 points. I think you lost your market, and you should have doubled the turn before.
Okay, interesting. Well, I mean, the good news is we'll be able to run all of this afterwards. Okay, you may be absolutely right. I thought it was not close enough. I thought
it's going to be close.
I
but
thought it
think
was
that-
yeah.
yeah, and I think I would have. I definitely would have taken and. Yeah, that's the thing is sometimes you can elicit a pass out of someone if they're unsure, so it's definitely worth sending in that spot. I think.
I don't know because
I would have doubled.
my thought was I wanted to err on the side of I wanted to get a lot. I wanted to be able to pick up a game if I rolled like you rolled a 4-1
Right.
and I roll a 6-5. I wanted to still have the
Right.
option of picking up a game.
Sure. Thinking in terms of math,
It's probably
math,
wrong.
math.
I don't know.
I think that you were what 5 pips ahead there. It was 55-60, right?
Some right around there.
Yeah. So I would say that at that point, I would say that it's a pretty like smooth position as far as like our checkers aren't all loaded towards the front where there's a lot of wastage.
Right.
So I think there's a particular formula that I would use where you would subtract 4 because you're on roll, and that would take you to 51 and me to 60. So the difference is 9 there, and you'll square that to get 81. And then if you take 51 and 60, add those together, you're going to put yourself at 111. And 81 over 111 is higher than 0.68. So I would say it's a cube.
Okay. I followed every single word of that as you were saying it. All right.
Yes. And that's the thing. You can pause the video and re-listen.
Yeah. I don't know what to do with this 5-4. I would love to be able to just run, but unfortunately that 9 is blocked by your midpoint.
Yep.
So I think I'm just going to play. I hate doing this. Like, that just looks so ugly. But I don't see what else. I don't see anything else that looks even better. Everything else looks uglier, so I'm just going to do that.
Well, I have better twos to play, right? So,
Yeah. You have other twos at least to play.
Yeah. So I think this is the right move. Just bat you off my 5 point and take an anchor.
And get snap punished. And the 6 will be from, what do we want to not duplicate? I don't want to duplicate 4s, I think. I'd rather have more 4s. I have 4-2 and 6-4 are already good, so let's make it a 3 instead of a 4 playing to there.
So come in on the 4 and hit back
Kills.
on the
He
2.
does rebut.
I want to hit off of the other 2, though. No, because I don't want to give you a direct look. I have a lot of men back already, though, so it might have been right. We'll see.
This should... Oh, did I just fan? Look at that. Double
Yeah.
6s. Double
Yeah.
6s fans.
So let's see. Yeah, you have a lot of blocks lying around the board. If I didn't have three men back, I'd be tempted to cube on this. I'm not sure. You know what? I think I'm gonna just send it just to see how you do.
There are not a lot of spots where I would be cubing when I only have just my initial home board point made, and I don't think I can even consider passing this.
Yeah. Okay. So
Well, and of course you roll Yahtzee, and of course there's the there's the fan. All right,
okay.
and now of course I would get the perfect rollout where I would pass on a cube. I don't know. Still, I still don't. I'm sure I still have at least.
You had a take there, but I think it was correct. I do think that was a correct cube. I would be willing to bet that.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Uh,
certainly not a cube I would make, but I do not. I'm so out of form that it's.
it,
I mean, you saw how badly I played earlier. Like
I mean, you didn't play. It wasn't horrible. I mean,
that 4-3 where I ran to safety was like a you have never played backgammon before move.
I was licking my lips as that
Yeah,
happened.
yeah,
Let's just do this. If you do not roll a three, I have a lot of guys a lot of wood to aim at that guy there.
yeah. Okay,
So let's see.
I'm fine if I just make either of these points. I'm happy.
Yeah, you're in a good spot now because
Right now that you don't kill and cover,
right,
I'm okay.
right. So I'm gonna do this to call what's called a weak hit. So if you come in on the ace, it's still really far back there to the point of like questionable use, how useful that actually is. And now this is just like the perfect roll. Like that's the nuts.
Yeah, this is not ideal. Okay, that's big. A big
That's
miss.
big. Yeah. Okay.
5 is
So
huge.
yeah, big time there. Okay, so I think at this point I'm gonna just be taking advantage of the fact that you have two up there, even though you could come in with one or both. I think this or some variation of it looks correct. It's not vulnerable to double fives, and it gives me a lot to aim at in case you do miss.
I mean, it's slightly vulnerable to double fives, but I think you're right with just that 3 is vulnerable to double fives. But
Just the three,
yeah,
but it still that would be yeah. You'd have to use two of them just
right,
to come in.
right.
So
Double 5. Oh, that 1-5 is huge. At least
that's still big.
that
Yeah,
1-5 by itself saves me a ton of gammons.
looking at a pretty good chance of being gammoned if that does not come in.
Right. If that's not a 5, I'm getting gammoned a large percentage of the time.
Yeah. Okay, so let's.
I need to come back in though before you get all these safely lined up. I need to come in now. I need to come in now. Come on, dealer. Hear me say it. I need to come in now. There it is.
There's the come in. Yeah, good.
Where's the 3?
Obvious three.
Is it slotting the 5?
Yes. Got to get your board good and ready.
Yeah, I just didn't want to give you. Yeah, it also seems
So
bad
let's
to
see.
give you another look.
This just really does one thing with this, and that is that the three is duplicated.
Right.
So that seems correct.
Double 4. We'll do this. And that or unstack. No, we're doing that. Get the crossovers in too. Save some gammons.
Okay, so with this, the six, I
Forced.
think. Yeah.
Essentially.
That's good. Yeah. There's really not much else to do with that. I don't see anything aside from display.
I think that's right. So let's see. Only 6-1. Do I want to put that guy there and give myself a shot on 6-2 and 6-3? An extra shot? Is that worth it? It might be. Or do I want to get the crossovers going to save gammons? I think let's do that.
See, I think that's the correct move. And my
Yeah.
reasoning there is that if I were to hit on that and then you dance around for a while,
Right.
that's basically the same as having like a full closeout. Well, probably two men, especially since you already have three back.
Yeah.
No hope. So that was a good play.
All right. That's good. I'm
All
glad
right,
that
so
I'm glad that I got there.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know about that one. Okay, that's good.
I'm gonna do that. I want
That's a
to.
good roll.
Yeah. I'll make it a little more comfortable.
Board is good and ready. Okay.
Yeah.
so
Oh
this
yeah.
is
Oh yeah,
really
baby.
hands.
We're
Because now I'm pretty much totally stripped.
Yeah.
I have 5 men buried, and your board is strong to the point where I have really just to play safe on that roll. Good play there. Still has the aggressive.
Oh, what a hit! What a
Very
hit!
clean.
Let's
Very
see.
clean
Let's see
roll
the
there.
65 dealer.
Yeah, right. It always comes.
Let's see. It's only 6-5 that gets me. That gets me a hit. So, do I want to just break that? Let's see. Let me think this through. Do I want to get moving? I think I could just get moving elsewhere. Let's just do that. Let's not risk it. Because, yeah, ace deuce. Like, I didn't want you dipping and ducking and playing just like
Yeah,
something like
that
that.
would have been that because then you can bounce around a little bit.
Right,
And,
yeah.
I could have gammons with that many men still not in. It's not high, but it's there.
Now do I start running? Yes.
Okay, that's just gonna be a jump.
And now I'm just going to lose. Let's see. We can get the deuce and the 5. Oh boy. So now for people
We're not
who
being gammoned.
For people who are still somehow into this video that don't really know what's going on, if he gets all of his guys off before I get any of mine off, he not only gets these 2 points, he gets double that. It would be worth 4 points. So it's huge that I get what? Oh my god! And now he pulls 4
no,
off.
there's no chance because you have to make 4 crossovers, and I have to make what is that? 8.
Yeah.
So it could be done, but I'd have to double out.
Yeah. No, you're done now. Yeah.
It's done.
All right. I'll just
Okay.
resign.
Okay, so that's for 2. That's good.
All right.
Okay, so
Match score 2-1.
4-1.
We're playing to 7 points for people. I don't even know where it says that on here, but
It's upper right.
oh, right here. Yeah, match to 7. Okay. You rolled the 41.
It's a great response for 41.
Yeah. Let's go for that.
He puts 2 up, makes the point. Oh,
I don't think it's a cube just yet, but I think there are a lot of combinations here where you're finding a cube coming at you next time, and that's a good start to one of them. Down 2-1. Let's see. That's got to be right.
I would definitely have cubed there.
Really? Okay, well.
No question, yeah.
Shit. Now do I cube or does it play on? No, I'm cubing.
It's a massive play on.
Is it a massive play? I knew it was a drop. I didn't know if it was a massive play on.
I would be willing to bet a good amount there.
It might. I like I said, I haven't played in a long, long time.
Okay, so let's see. Bat that guy off of there, and we'll play 1 down. Why not? We're not in the great need of getting anything as far as that goes. Try it again.
Fail again.
Oh.
Let's play this one.
Okay. Try it again.
Fails.
No.
And that looks right.
So the thing is, the more I have back, the less. Oh, jeez.
What were you
That
saying?
happens too. The more I have back, the less of a reason I have to not do that, right?
Yeah.
So it becomes less and less costly with each one until I fan 6-6.
Right.
I don't know. Not even gonna play with that one. That might have been a take, but not gonna continue.
Yeah, that's tough with 5. Wow. I'm rolling some hot thunder to start these games.
Oh no, that's fine. So this one you just go all the way. It's called
Yeah.
bypass traffic.
Yeah, and you get smacked, or do you? Yeah, you get smacked. Not in this neighborhood, man. You get.
No question.
Yeah,
there.
yeah. It's too early to let that one go through. 62 looks like that.
Okay.
6-5
that's
is
no good.
blocked. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, let's see here. Yep, that seems right.
Let's see. I'm not breaking the bar just yet. I'm going to play with that. I got time. And now I should probably start thinking about cubing. I think I might do it. I think I'm going to.
I'd have thought about cubing a while ago.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, it literally hadn't crossed my mind. That's why I think I probably should have done it sooner.
Man, this is a tough one. I don't see a take here. Being that far back and your board being as developed as it is, it doesn't look good. There's contact left, but I don't.
You have some really bad rolls like
Yeah,
now
there's
too.
bad sequences there.
Yeah.
I think this is a discipline pass.
Yeah.
It might be a take, but I don't.
We'll see. I like cubing there just to even put the guy to the test.
Yeah.
Is that? I think that's got to still be right.
Okay.
Snap punished, but
That
we
was
will.
correct.
Yeah. I saw you've played like 6,000 games now. That's sick.
Yeah, that's a
6,000
lot.
points, not 6,000 games. 6,000
Yeah.
points worth of.
Yes.
6,000 games in that time frame would be excessive.
Yeah, right. Let's see. Let's see. What do I even do with this one? This is not such a good roll. I think this is clear.
Yeah, I blocked the natural 5-3 play of making the 3-point in your own home board.
Yeah.
I put you on future 5-3, so 6 is big, smacks it,
That's
and
huge.
plays to safety, I guess. I don't
Seems
see it.
about
I don't
right.
see a better 3. I think 6-2. There are some debatable options, but
So let's do this. Move them up.
huh.
Okay,
I
clear.
think let's do that.
Yeah, good.
Oh wow,
Perfect.
big response. A non-5 there might see a cube.
Let's see. This looks about right. Actually though, yeah, because I don't want to give you the double shot. Putting it at the bar is much more useful, but the
Right.
double shot is not a good place.
Right, the bar has a lot higher upside, but a lot lower, a lot riskier, incomparably
Mhm.
riskier, or I guess comparably, but much riskier.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think it's time. What are we at? Hang on, it's 4-2. It's not time. Now it's time. Was it time?
Oh,
Okay. Well, now
it
it's
was
time.
time.
Was
It
it
was
time?
time.
All right. Now it's time.
It's still time.
Okay.
Still time to take.
Yeah.
Because having the 5-point, you can take a lot of cubes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, the 5. Wow. You should consider rolling something that comes in at some point.
If I have a 3-point board to roll against, I'm just gonna assume it's gonna win at least 2 times.
I know I'm going to get you up there for at least 2 turns, so I really got to factor
Right.
that in. That's something
Okay.
Extreme Gammon's not going to consider. That's going to be. So okay, the 5 is awkward. The 2 is still awkward. I think that's the obvious move.
So let's see here. This is a little bit tricky because I think I kind of want to stay back a little bit.
I think you do. Yeah.
So
That's a pretty good roll, I think. Just give myself another builder. Get to safety.
never. Yep. Okay. Let's see. So far back. Let's just do this.
43 is, I think, just safety. Do I kill? No, not even considering. Not even considering. Get that. Get it out of your head.
Okay, that seems right. I don't think the midpoint is doing me any good right now because basically my game is hinged on getting a hit. So it's not like I'm, running that to safety and using it as somewhere to land,
Yeah.
That's probably right.
I think we just balance out.
That seems right. Okay, that's good.
We've already sent the
Snip all
cube.
that. Oh,
Let's see. It might be time to just leave the 8. If it wasn't for an 8 or 11, that's a little shittier. And I could just make a point. I've already sent the cube. Let's see. Do I have any good? I guess I have a couple good rolls to start. Yeah. Let's look at this way. Let's just see what it looks like. Let's see. You have just 6-5 from there, then 4-4 and 5-3 and 6-2 from there. So that's 7 shots out of 36. And I just win, basically. Nah, then you could hit it again. Versus, and I think I pick up more gammons this way. I think I'm going to play that.
that was very close. I think that the underlying point to this is that my board is not particularly strong as of yet. I mean, there's
It's going to be
4-prong.
strong.
It could get stronger, obviously, but I think that by leaving the was it 8 and 11 to hit. It was not really that bad, but I think that this play makes me have to tread more carefully and think a lot about leaving that guy back because of the gammons.
Yeah.
So this is not a bad play.
I mean, I do not want to be stuck behind that board, though. I think your board, I would qualify your board as strong prior to that. Well,
Okay, so
okay.
here's the very good roll
Yeah, double
we're
fours looks
talking
good.
about. Okay, so
Let's
this
just,
is
yeah, let's just get him in there nice and clean. Effortless, fast, and clean.
Let's see.
Start peeling them. I think that's got to be right.
Yeah.
Two
We could
off
even-
rather than
oh,
clearing.
okay.
Okay. He's fast. 6-1 and 5-1 do it. No such. Do I pull? Do I pull? I need to know the math here. I need to know this. Oh my god. Do I pull or just play the guaranteed 2 points? I think I'm up 4-2. I'm just going to take the points and play for the gammon.
I like that play.
I still can gammon you. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously far
Yeah.
less, but
Definitely have gammons for sure. And
I don't like leaving that many shots. It's still a 1 in 8 shot. Or no, a 1 in
It's,
1 in 9 shot. 1 in 9 shot that I leave a bad number.
The thing is, you want to. Oh, man.
This is
That
looking
was
good. Gammon for the win. Oh boy, this is drama. Doubles? Do you have any? You don't have any bad ones. Damn it.
2-1.
No. Oh, 2-1. Yeah. Ooh!
Ah,
Ooh! Oh! That's it! That's it! 3-1-2.
that also does it. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
All right. Well, that's.
All right, let's see. I'm sure I played terribly.
We'll see.
I'll
I
load it
don't know.
in.
I'm not sure about what I did. We'll see. Some of those cubes, I have no idea. The one I was guessing on for sure. Okay, let's pull this up.
Oh, hang on. I got to, Oh, hang on. Let me pause the video while I pull this up.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. And I can see now, actually, in looking through this, the last time I played was May 24th, playing online. I played a little live. Oh, hang on. Did we...
I'm running it. Oh, wow, you played it wrong.
Is that this one, or is this the one from earlier?
This should be.
This is the one... Okay, hang on. I only had the one...
Did you exit out of the game on Backgammon?
It's gone.
Okay, you're at the list of players.
Yeah, I'm at the list of players.
Okay. Should be on there.
Yeah, I don't know what I did.
All files.
Oh, good question. Hang on. Yeah, you're right. All files. Yeah, there it is. Okay, good point. Is this the... Oh, yeah, that's the saved one. So this is the... Okay, here we go. This is the
Set
new
it
one.
to thorough or what?
Yeah, I'm going to set it to thorough. I can't believe that I actually played well. Sorry, my computer takes a minute to... Okay.
Alright.
Wow, it looks like both of us, as it's loading, we both played well for the most part.
It was okay. I think I had some tough decisions in there that I'm just not sure of, and I'm interested to see where it went wrong.
Yeah. I'm surprised that I'm not taking some big hits. Okay. 6.97, is that what you got? And
Yeah.
9.97? Yeah. Okay, so let's just go through, I guess, the blunders, which starts with me. And just for your own reference, on turn 5, I know you can see this. And you tell me if you want to stop it, any other moves in between. I'm going to turn on the arrows because I think that's definitely the way to do it. So the blunders, this is my... Yeah, okay, so this was the decision. I didn't know whether to run to safety, and you were right about hanging back. Do you see do you have this up?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay.
I think I did say hang back, right?
Yeah, you
just
did.
To keep
Yeah.
something to aggravate, right?
And it was... Oh, the better move was just double slot.
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes a lot of sense. We can go through... I mean, this is... Your next move is barely it's a 25 error. I don't think that's even...
Yeah, no, you're good on that. There's probably
20
worse mistakes.
23 error, and then I guess the cube was a double and a take when you said it was. Oh, no.
Yeah, it was right before the 6.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I should have cubed. So let's look at that. Okay, so it's barely.
Barely.
It's a 38 error to play on, but it's still. I mean, 38 errors definitely add up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So good call by you so far. That's what I'm saying. Is it felt like you were spot on way more than I was.
There was probably probably one big move or some mistake. Okay, so this, which one are we on? Game 2
Game
now?
2, yeah. Just you're 5-2. I'm just curious about the Opening response. Oh, it was a kill. Play
Yep.
down and kill.
It is, yeah, a lot of times it is right to just bat someone off the 4 point.
Yeah, I would have made the same move you did. I'm actually pretty. That might be. I can't believe that a 1-0 match score would influence it that much. But I don't think I've ever played that move in like a cash game and gotten berated for it. I've never seen that be a 73 error that I can recall.
Yeah, and it is an error, but it is very close to the threshold for a blunder. So
And
that is a
then
pretty bad one.
your next move. I was
It's a
actually
blunder.
curious about
This is
this.
a double kill, which that
Yeah,
actually surprises me a little bit whenever I was thinking of it, because that was the other consideration that I had was the double kill, right?
yeah, and it's not
And
even close, by the way, which is
yeah, it's
surprising.
not. It's a huge blunder to not do that. I think their reasoning is that I guess just having spares on the 5 and 4 point is just such a like I said, you want to back those off. It's more often right to try to back them off than you would ever expect.
Yeah,
So I guess the general idea is that, and as Falafel always says, having you have 2 men up, you're doing pretty good.
yeah,
So
yeah. That's a good point. And I think my impulse is just always early on. I am not letting you just sit on my 5 point slotting it. Basically, any roll that kills it, I'm going to strongly consider doing so. And I think the philosophy behind this roll is probably like that's just the best move that kills it. Like putting
yeah,
two up is just huge.
yeah.
And then it looks
Okay, so
like
now we get to the cube, and it wasn't even close on this one.
yeah,
This is totally wrong by a huge amount. So
yeah.
204. Um,
I think yeah, I was the one who said this was not a cube, right? Like that I wouldn't even consider sending it with
yeah,
1 point made. Yeah,
and yeah, it's no good. The gammons are 15%. I think what I'm gonna probably do later is play around with this a little bit because I think the way that I learn is to see a position, see what the result is, and then make small changes to it, and then see if that changes the correct
oh,
idea,
good
right?
call. That's a smart idea.
And I think what I would probably toy with in this position is what if I took the guy that's on the 21 point and moved it to the mid
Right.
to see if having 2 men back would make any difference. Additionally, I think the other situation I would say is what if I had that guy on the 21 on, say, like the 10 point or something like that? And then I think it would definitely be a cube.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if the 21's on the 10 and it's a builder instead of a liability, I think it's
Yeah,
definitely more of a viable cube for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. All
That
right.
one's interesting.
This was I think this was just once I got put up on the bar, there were just some technical errors. 6-5 is just safety, even though or you played it to safety. It's
I
not
played
safety,
it
it's a kill.
safely.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
a
a
kill.
kill. I guess the reason is just 3 men up, and even if you hit, it's not the end of the world,
Right,
right?
I have a
Because
1 point board.
yeah, I definitely see why that's a huge mistake.
Yeah, I think
That's playing too conservatively, really.
yeah, I think this is why Extreme Gammon is so valuable. Like, playing with Extreme Gammon is when you just play with it often enough, you pick up on just conceptual stuff that would take, a decade of playing just over the board to really beat into your head.
Right.
Where seeing stuff like this really, seeing just the math behind it, seeing how huge of an error safety is there, really just makes you realize, oh, if your opponent has a 1 point board and you have three of theirs up on the roof, you can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just play as aggressively as you'd ever wish.
Right, and I think the computer is so helpful in making you realize that early. And the next move is the same idea. It's what did you call it?
It
The
is
like
I called it a weak hit,
yeah.
and
It's
it's just still wrong. It is right to leave it on the 5. I guess.
You want to make the 5 is the point. I think you
Yeah,
want to
exactly.
keep sending me up, and the 5 is definitely the most valuable point for you to come up next, and just bring down another builder to make that more likely when I have 2 on the roof.
Absolutely. The idea, and one of the things I've picked up on is that having 6-5-4 made in your home board and your opponent on the roof, if they're not anchored on one of the other points, that's breeding ground for a gammon. Like a very, very large percent of the time. In fact, I'm still trying to play around with this to a point where, like, I will miss cubes, and I missed it in a match earlier against you where you bounced or you had a man up still after where I had a 6-5-4 board, and I was unsure of whether or not it was a cube, and it definitely was, despite having 3 men back. And it's that's one of the things I've picked up on by playing a lot is that if they have a man up and you still have a 6-5-4 board, it's probably a cube more likely than not.
Yeah, yeah. And another similar thing for me is I think we'll see another scenario like this later where I think we do have a cube. It might have been right, so it might not pop up, but early on in the game, like if you have 3 of your homeboard points made and they fan right away and you have like a threat to send a second one up, it's almost always a cube. Like, just to put them to the test, and whether they pass it or take it, it's almost always going to be profitable. I think we'll see a situation like that later.
Yep.
Okay. So let's move on to the next one. Wasn't that big of a deal. Let's move on to my 4-4, which was just the totally wrong idea. I did all of these crossovers. I guess not totally wrong, but the better idea. Okay, so it was not stripping this, but making it more likely. I guess it is stripping it. Yeah, it's setting off the last flexible builder. The midpoint, or not the midpoint, my anchor back there. I played it without stripping that. I wanted that extra hitter so that I could potentially kill and maintain that point, which was just the wrong idea. I wanted to get moving and get more crossovers in and get these guys around faster, I guess.
Seems right to me.
It's about 3% win equity difference, so that definitely adds up, and that looks like the rest of that game seems pretty clean. Okay, so this I think might be that scenario. Let's roll through. This was the really fast game, the 4-4-6-5. Yeah. I should have cubed here. I should have cubed on the second one, which you said.
Yeah.
I think.
Mm-hmm. And then the next double was just like
too good. Yeah.
A huge play on. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Although it is only .039, so it's not as huge a play on as I thought, but I was really surprised to see that cube, and I knew for sure to pass.
Yeah, no, I knew it was definitely going to be a pass. I did not know if it was a huge play. I knew you were not going to take it for sure. That's a suicide take.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm only 71% there, although I do have 38% almost 39% gammon chances.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised that works out to be that close of a no cube.
That's interesting. I guess if I hit on the 5, I guess I have like. So
yeah,
there's that, but no way I take
this game 4 looks totally clean, and it was a correct double, and it was a correct pass. It would have been a huge error not to double, and it would have actually been really, really close to take. You could have very justified. It wouldn't have even registered as an error to take it.
In what game number?
Game 4.
Game 4? Okay, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, it is a correct pass, but I definitely probably could have taken there.
Barely a correct pass,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that one's clean. Game 5, not looking like a great start.
Again, actually, if we look back at Game 4, here's a situation where it was a bounce, right, on only having a 6-point, but just by having those builders there and a spare on the 5, it immediately becomes a pass.
Right. With 2 guys up, and I have 3 ways of making this point.
Yeah.
Several combinations to kill and cover on the 2, possibly, as well. Yeah, definitely not even considering taking there. My 3-1 was totally wrong as we move on to Game 5. Huge error not to just make the 5-point. Like I said at the very beginning of this video, the 5-point is your best friend. The long-term play is almost always the 5-point, I guess, even when you only have one guy behind it.
When in doubt, make the 5.
Yeah, and I mean that one's not even close. That one's a disaster to play that way. 5-1. I guess fun.
This one surprises me, I guess, a little bit. I think the reasoning here is I guess I get stuck behind too often, like I ended up getting stuck behind.
It looks like
I think my fear there was that if I played on bar 20 and then nothing won, that's essentially choice, right?
Yeah.
Between the reasonable plays, right?
Yeah.
I found that I thought that would get pointed on too often, but apparently not that big of a deal.
Yeah, and now we can see, as you were totally right about, I missed 3 cubes in a row before actually finding the cube. 2 blunders and an error. And then I also had a technical misplay. I shouldn't have made the 2-point. I should have come down from the mid, just played down from the mid on that 6-5 on turn 4.
Yeah.
And then huge error, 100 error not to double, over 100 error not to double. It genuinely just didn't even cross my mind. And then game 6, I had a slightish error. The 6-3 was not to safety. The 6-3 was the kill and then down. Okay, leave that. Who cares about that return shot? I guess you have a 1-point home board. And then the rest, let's see, the 6-2 barely count. I mean, it's a slight technical thing about builders. The 4-4, is this actually a run? Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
Believe it or
look at
not,
that.
I guess that makes some sense. That the idea of getting off the five there was pretty scary to me, and also it just makes it a lot easier. But I still have the aggressor back there, so you'd have to roll really well, which you did end up doing. But
Yeah,
to put that guy in jeopardy and really have good gammon chances here.
yeah.
Um,
And then the 5-5 was send him home,
a
send him all the
run,
way
just
around.
run it, yeah.
Save, I
Which makes
guess,
sense,
yeah.
seeing what happened. Um, yep, and that was the thing was, yeah, that was it.
Let's look
Yeah.
at the math behind this. So you're 3%, 3.28% the way you played it. Sending it around, you're, oh, no, no, no. Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, the gammons the wins that I pick up do not justify the fact that I
Oh,
get
you're giving up
gammon
so
twice
many
as
more
much.
gammons. Yeah.
Yeah, I
My,
get
right.
twice as much, right? For
Right. If you
one
look at
mistake, it's a
for
huge
the
mistake.
people who
Yeah,
see opponent gammon is 35.12, which means the amount of time I'm gammoning him versus 19.14 the other way, which is massive. He loses the game if he gets gammoned, which is what
yeah.
happens. Or the match. He
Massive.
loses the match. Yeah. And that's it.
And
All right.
yeah, the 3-1, yeah, any one here actually would get me gammon. Any roll containing one, right? Because I have to, or aside from 1-1. So there were the rules there that would get me gammon because obviously I have to bring it in with the other number, and then I can't play the one in. So that was the gammon with 3-1.
Yeah, it looks like now just in looking at the just player summaries again, it looks like I was just abhorrent with the cube by comparison, and you're. I think it was probably just you faced more technical decisions than I did. I don't think I had very many hard spots.
I think for me, where what it really came down to from looking at it was just the plays in which the larger errors, right, where I was making the big mistakes, right, were in the match where you had those guys up on the bar, and I was really looking to blitz, right, and get the cubed gammon right off the bat,
Yeah,
and where that one, I think there were like two major mistakes in there that were over 0.15 blunders where just wasn't aggressive enough. I played too safe, and that's what really killed it.
yeah. All right. Well, good stuff. I'm sure we will play again soon. Thanks for doing
Yeah,
this.
no problem. Yeah, no problem.
All right. Good luck if you play again soon. All
Yeah,
right.
thank you.
Have a good one.
Yep, you too.